Who am I when I have nothing left to do, nothing left to prove, nothing left to lose? Who am I within me? Who am I without you? Welcome back to Self-Recentered, a space to breathe, unravel, and remember who you are. I'm your host, Anya Nova, sharing my healing in real time through real, raw, vulnerable conversations. This is not your typical self-help podcast. It's a sanctuary for self-return. And I'll be your guide on the way back to who you were before the world told you who to be. This journey will be messy, yet magical. We'll share stories, reflection, and pause for mindful moments of truth and transformation. Before we begin, let's take a mindful moment together. Take a deep breath in, hold, and exhale. Again, inhale, hold, and exhale. If you can, place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Breathe into your body and tell yourself it's safe to rest. It's safe to just be. Now that we have recentered ourselves, let's begin. I used to wear my busyness like a badge of honor until one day my body finally said enough is enough. I was forced to stop, and in that stillness, I began to question everything. It started with what I thought was just soreness from playing tennis. I joked, like how we all do, that I was getting old. But my recovery time stretched from days to weeks, and it just kept getting worse. The truth was, I was overdoing it everywhere. At work, in relationships, in my workouts. It expanded way beyond the tennis court. Everything I did the most. I pushed harder. I didn't allow for proper rest and recharge. I normalized the pain. When people asked me why I was limping, I laughed it off. Bad leg day. Then, one day, I pushed myself so hard I nearly collapsed. I couldn't walk. I couldn't drive. I couldn't put any weight on my leg. Someone had to carry me up 12 steps to my apartment. How I know it was 12 steps is because I counted every single one. Climbing each one sent pain shooting from my back all the way down to my toes. Sciatica. I wouldn't wish that pain on anyone. Well, maybe one person. I'm just kidding. After this pain started, even the basics, sitting, standing, getting dressed, going to the bathroom, felt impossible. Weeks were blurred with treatment, physical therapy, stretching, ice, heat. Slowly, I started to heal. And then the depression started to sink in. Bed rest stripped away the part of me that tied my self-worth to doing. I wasn't useful. I wasn't busy. And without that, I felt worthless. The holidays made it even worse. I felt like I was uninvited from my own life. Looking back, I realized that constantly pushing myself cost me everything: my body, my health, my peace. I sacrificed so much for people, jobs, and obligations that drained me, and then I lost them anyway. So, what was the point? The pain became a strange gift. It forced me to face the present, to redefine success, to untangle my value from my output. I had to accept myself at my lowest and still believe that I was worthy of love. I realized I had been chasing love through usefulness. Like if I was good enough, productive enough, I would finally deserve it. But I wasn't meant to be just a good thing. I was a person, messy, evolving, human. And I had to surrender to the journey, to God's plan, to the truth that I was never really in control anyway. That year became a year of surrender. I stopped wearing busyness like a medal. I stopped running toward a life that wasn't meant for me. I reevaluated everything: health, family, time, inner peace. There is no salary high enough, nothing worth the cost of losing those things. Everything else is replaceable. Everything else can be rebuilt. After I recovered, I started putting myself first again in small but powerful ways. I drank more water. I walked outside. I started journaling instead of scrolling. I let myself rest to simply just be. I wasn't trying to achieve or become someone new. I just wanted to remember who I already was underneath it all. Sometimes the most radical act of self love is to allow yourself to be. You can't pour from an empty cup. You are not what you produce. You are who you are, and that is already enough. If you would like to dive a little deeper within, I will leave you with these journal prompts. Who am I when I am not doing anything? Where am I still trying to earn love or acceptance? What would it feel like to trust that I am more than enough just as I am? How would it feel to drop the mask and become my most authentic self? If this episode resonated, I invite you to give yourself some grace. Remember, you don't have to earn love. You don't have to prove your worth. You are inherently valuable just as you are. Feel free to share this episode with someone who might need the reminder today. And if you're ready for more guided reflection, you can sign up for my weekly newsletter or grab my free journaling guide through the link in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening, for feeling, and for showing up just as you are. Until next time, remember, you can always return here, back to yourself.